So today we will be talking about externalities, and what an externality is a cost upon a third party that did not consume the good or service. An example of this would be if I smoke cigarettes and the person next to me is annoyed or irritated, that becomes a cost to them. There are two types of externalities. There are positive externalities and negative externalities. Now, positive externalities are benefits, and negative externalities are considered costs. So, on a graph of a negative externality, you would have your basic supply and demand graph, price here, quantity here, and this would be your P1, and your equilibrium would be here. Now, if we were to implement a negative externality, we would draw another demand curve, and it would be here. And your equilibrium would then come here. And then your deadweight loss would fall into this category right here. Now, on a negative externalities or any externality, there are different labels. So this becomes your private marginal benefit. And then this line here becomes your societal marginal benefit. And then this line here, the first line of equilibrium that we made, becomes your free market quantity. And then the second line that we drew becomes the optimal quantity. Now, in a negative externality, we want to get the free market quantity to match the social optimal quantity. And so in order to do that, you're going to tax the negative externality. That way it costs the producers more to produce whatever good they're consuming, and therefore lower the quantity that they're producing, which would then match the societal optimal quantity. Now for a positive externality, you're going to have your price, quantity, your supply, and demand. And this is going to be your private market cost, and this will be your demand or your marginal benefit. Now, if we were to introduce an externality, you're going to have your societal market cost, which will be here. And so your equilibrium for the private or free market will be here. So this will be your free market quantity, so FQ. And then this here will be the quantity that society wants. So this will be your societal quantity. So at your social quantity demand, this right here, this is your socially optimal, and your deadweight loss would fall into right here. So your deadweight loss is right here. Now, in order to move or shift this line to here and become socially optimal, you're going to subsidize, because really the only way to make people produce more of anything is to give them money to do so. So to remedy a positive externality, you would subsidize.